Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, just want to talk about a little bit of mountain bike prices that are going on right now. I mean, I've been having the itch. I've been mountain biking for a few years. I mean, I'm by no means a professional. I just like to do it for fun, try to stay physically fit, stay active. Something my girlfriend and I like to do. But anyways, so recently I've been looking for a new bike. It's tax season, got a nice tax return in. So I was like, hey, let me look at buying a new bike. However, bike prices are absolutely ridiculous. I mean, some of the bikes I've been looking at are, $3,000, $4,000. I'm thinking to myself, man, what if you're looking to get into mountain biking, you've never done it before, you just want to try it out. But it's like, should you, or do you really want to drop that kind of cash? I know I certainly didn't. When I first started, I was back in 2007, 2008, something like that. My first bike was a Roadmaster from a big box store, from Walmart. Had a front suspension. I was like, cool. I bought this bike for like $100, something like that. So went out, took it out to one of the local trails here in Tucson. It didn't last. I think that first ride, I think I bent the crank or something like that. For one of the gears got all jacked up. So needless to say, don't buy a big box store bike because those are just, no, they're trash. They're not going to last you a long time. You want to ride around the street, do some, just riding paths, go for it. You want something to get on that has suspension, do it. But if you're going to take it out onto a trail, whether it be, a cross country trail or doing some type of technical trail, that is not the bike for you. So anyway, so I had that one. And then once I decided, I was like, okay, that didn't work out. So I started looking for used bikes. Used bike markets in 2007, 2008 were much better than they are now. I think nowadays I was looking around for bikes and you're looking at easily 1,200 bucks. It's just ridiculous. So anyway, so back then, the first bike I bought was this old Trek 820. My daughter beautified the gear, the handlebars there. But I mean, this thing I picked up for $100, and it's a solid bike. I mean, I'd still take it out on some of the trails here. It has the old school, um, rim brakes. Um, I think it's a 21 speed, three in the back, seven in the back, three in the front, seven in the back. Yeah. So, and it's heavy as shit, or it's heavy as hell. Excuse me. But hey, this bike got me on the trail. It was a lot of fun to ride. So definitely don't be afraid to look at the used market. Buy something that's could be older. I think this one was a little bit older at the time when I bought it. But buy something older that's just going to last you, that's going to get you out there on the trail and to have fun with it. You don't need something super expensive to have fun with. I had this bike for a while, for about, I think 7 years I rode this bike before I finally upgraded. And by upgrade, I did not go with something big, something major. The next upgrade was going to a Diamondback Overdrive. It was a 29er. This was a 20. This was a 26. Went to a 29er. The 29 was a lot of fun. It's an awesome bike. This one was a 24 speed when I got it. If you look at it, it's in pieces right now, and I'll get to that here in a second. So this one I bought for $700 back in 2015. It was a 29er. Had 24 speeds. I think 3 in the front, 8 in the back. Yeah, 24 speeds. It came with the disc brakes. And what else? Yeah, it was a decent bike. It was a decent bike, not bad. I rode this one for a very long time. Took it out on a bunch of trails, and it held up pretty good. Did some technical trails, nothing too crazy. I mean, I don't do any drops. I didn't do any major rock rolls with this. Did some small rock rolls, but that's about it. Um, so my point is, if you want to look to upgrade your bike, I mean, buy something to get you started, save up money, buy something else, and get something like this, to get you going. And once I wrote this one for a while, and I decided, I was like, well, you know what? I want to kind of go with a carbon frame. And could I have gone out and bought a brand new bike out of the box and spent X amount of cash on it and gotten a carbon frame? Absolutely. But what I decided to do was build my own. So I bought a carbon frame online, took all the components off of here, and put them onto the new frame. Just so that way, I really like learning about things. I really like learning how the bike works, how to work on my own bike. So if anything's going on, I can fix it myself. And building one up was definitely very helpful because you learn how all the components go together, the specifications, you learn about bike geometry, you learn about, you know, which components are not compatible, which ones are compatible, and then, you know, you can kind of gauge different ones. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, well, you spent all this money on buying a new frame, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why don't you just buy a new, but no, I don't want to do that. Like I said, I want to learn myself. So this is the carbon frame that I bought. Got this one online, and I basically took all the pieces off of the Diamondback and moved them over here. Before I had, one of the first upgrades I did to my Diamondback was upgrading going from a 3x24 to a, or 3x8 to a 1x11. Went online, picked up some of the upgrades there, and then did that. I'll talk more about those later. But anyways, so when I did want to do an upgrade here, was I just kind of built it up slowly. I bought this frame for about $300, something like that, and took all the pieces off from the old over Diamondback and put them onto here. And now I'm able to take this one off to the trails and have a lot of good time, have some fun with it. This fork came off of the Diamondback. This is a Sun Tour, the usual, you know, run-of-the-mill cross country that comes on most 100 millimeters of travel. Gives you a warning: don't do any jumps with this because it's not built for that. It's not meant for that. So I didn't do any crazy jumps with it. I am gonna get it. I'm putting on a new fork onto this one here. I'll talk later about that, doing upgrades and all that. But you know, I just want to kind of make this quick video here to kind of give you all, you know, let people know that if you're interested in mountain biking, you don't need to spend a ton of money on something that you don't know if you're gonna like. You know, get started with something just to get you there, you know, just to get you out on the trail. You know, whether you're, you know, if you have the funds and you want to buy something big, hey, by all means do it. You know, if you got the funds to drop $4,000 a bike, hey, by all means, hey, ride it. It'll probably be fun, probably be nice to ride. But if you're, you know, you're just like a young kid or someone who just doesn't have a lot to spend on a bike and you really want to get one, well, start with a used bike. Just get an older one. That's something that's going to get you out onto the trails. You know, I like this Trek. This Trek has been a workhorse. I mean, it's old. I don't even know how old this one is. It's at least 20 years old, but can it still get you out on a trail and have some fun? Absolutely. Absolutely. You won't be able to do crazy drops or anything like that, but, it'll get you out on the trail. But anyways, hope you like the video. It's new. Forgive me. This video is probably not the best quality, and I probably just said a little too much. But I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. You know, like the video for the YouTube algorithm. You know, I'll be posting up more stuff. This channel is going to be a lot about some of the stuff that I like to do, whether it be mountain biking, whether it be smoking some meats, or whether it be, you know, I don't know. Whatever I like doing, I'm going to be posting up onto here. But anyways, hey, I appreciate your time for watching. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I'll try to respond. Try to respond because I have like no subscribers. Anyways, thanks a lot, everybody. Keep it real.